The Naval Academy in Maryland was alive with the hum of activity on a brisk Monday morning. Cadets marched in perfect unison, their boots striking the pavement with precision while instructors watched with sharp eyes. Amid the discipline and order, a sleek black SUV approached the gate, drawing curious glances. The guard straightened as a man in a tailored suit stepped out. Alexander Hayes, one of the most well-known business magnates in the country. "What's he doing here?" whispered Cadet Lieutenant Sarah Miller to her friend Ethan. Hayes strode confidently through the gates, carrying a small leather briefcase. His presence was unannounced, leaving staff and cadets guessing as he entered the grounds. Everyone held their breath, wondering what this unexpected visit could mean. As Hayes walked toward the main building, an officer approached him, saluting sharply. "Mr. Hayes, it's an honor. May I ask what brings you to the academy today?" Hayes smiled but gave little away. "I'm here to observe and speak with your finest cadets, off the record." The officer hesitated but nodded quickly, relaying the order to gather a select group. Among those chosen was Sarah Miller, known for her leadership skills and unwavering discipline. As the cadets stood in formation, Hayes scanned their faces, his gaze lingering on Sarah for a moment. "Let's take a walk," he said, motioning toward her. The cadets exchanged confused glances. What could he possibly want with her? Sarah's mind raced as she walked beside Hayes. Why had he singled her out? She glanced at him, trying to read his expression, but his face was calm and unreadable. "So, Sarah," he began, "why did you join the Navy?" Sarah straightened her posture. "To serve my country, sir, and to honor my father's legacy." "Your father?" Hayes asked, his tone softening. "He was a Navy officer," Sarah explained. "He died during a rescue mission when I was 12. I promised myself I'd follow in his footsteps." Hayes nodded, his usual bravado giving way to a quieter demeanor. He must have been a remarkable man. The two strolled past the Academy's training fields, where cadets practiced drills and simulated missions. Hayes's attention seemed focused, as though he was evaluating everything. "Tell me," he said, breaking the silence, "do you think you're the best cadet here?" Sarah hesitated, caught off guard. "I don't know about being the best, sir, but I work harder than most." Hayes stopped and turned to her. "Hard work is good, but confidence is essential. Show me what you're made of." He led her to an obstacle course and gestured. "Finish this faster than anyone else in your unit." The challenge felt unexpected, but Sarah knew there was no turning back. She took a deep breath and stepped forward. The obstacle course was notorious for its difficulty, with towering walls, muddy trenches, and rope climbs that tested both strength and endurance. Cadets and instructors gathered as word spread that Sarah had been personally challenged by Alexander Hayes. She launched into the course, her every movement precise yet determined. She scaled walls, swung across gaps, and crawled under barbed wire, pushing herself harder than ever before. Halfway through, her arms burned and her legs felt like lead. A slip on a muddy incline almost cost her precious seconds, but she recovered, digging deep. With one final leap, she crossed the finish line, gasping for air. Hayes clapped slowly. "Impressive, Cadet Miller. But this is only the beginning." After the test, Sarah and her fellow cadets were summoned to a briefing room. Hayes stood at the front, his small leather briefcase resting on the table. The room buzzed with whispers. Finally, Hayes spoke. "You're probably wondering why I'm here," he began. He opened the briefcase, revealing folders marked Operation Valor. "This," he said, holding up a folder, "is why I came. I'm launching a program to honor unsung heroes and train the next generation of leaders. You've been chosen to be part of it." The cadets exchanged puzzled looks. Sarah raised her hand. "Why us, sir?" Hayes's gaze was steady. "Because you represent the best of what this nation can be, determined, resilient, and selfless." He explained that Operation Valor aimed to mentor underprivileged youth using the leadership and discipline skills cadets like Sarah had learned. "You'll be paired with kids from tough backgrounds," Hayes said. "They face challenges you can't imagine. Your job is to guide them, to show them what's possible." Sarah's heart swelled with a mix of excitement and anxiety. This was far beyond anything she'd expected. A week later, the cadets were introduced to the youth they would mentor. Among them was Malik, a 15-year-old with a sharp tongue and a defiant glare. As Sarah approached him, Malik crossed his arms. "I don't need your help," he said, his voice dripping with attitude. Sarah smiled, undeterred. "Well, that's good because I'm not here to fix you. I'm here to work with you." Malik smirked. "We'll see about that." Back at the academy, Ethan voiced his doubts. "I still don't get it," he told Sarah. "Why would Hayes of all people care about mentoring kids?" Sarah shrugged. "Does it matter? If it helps even one of them, isn't it worth it?" Over the next few weeks, Sarah worked tirelessly to connect with Malik. Every attempt seemed to hit a wall, until she noticed him sketching a battleship in a notebook. "That's really good," she said. Malik looked up, surprised. "It's just a sketch." "Do you like ships?" Sarah asked. Malik hesitated, then nodded. "Yeah, but it's not like I'll ever design one. People like me don't get those kinds of chances." Sarah smiled. "Maybe they do. You just need someone to believe in you." Weeks later, Hayes gathered the cadets and kids for a final challenge, a leadership camp designed to test everything they'd learned. Sarah's group, led by Malik, struggled at first, but as the days went on, Malik began to step up, guiding his teammates. By the final day, his team built a detailed model of a ship, impressing both the cadets and instructors. At the closing ceremony, Hayes took the stage. "I've seen extraordinary potential here," he said, "and I'm proud to announce that Operation Valor will expand nationwide." The crowd erupted into applause. Sarah had started this journey uncertain, but now she saw the impact they'd made. Later that evening, Malik handed her a folded piece of paper. "Don't read it now," he said. "Wait until later." Back at the academy, Sarah unfolded the letter. It read, "Dear Sarah, thank you for believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. Because of you, I'm applying to engineering school. I want to design ships, real ones, not just sketches. You changed my life, and I'll never forget it." Tears welled in Sarah's eyes. The hard work and patience had been worth it. Months passed, and Operation Valor expanded to cities across the country. Stories of kids like Malik achieving their dreams began to surface. Sarah received a package in the mail, a photo of Malik standing proudly in front of a university engineering building, holding a blueprint of a ship he'd designed. A note accompanied the photo. "Dear Sarah, I made it. Thank you for everything." Sarah's heart swelled with pride. One unexpected visit from a man many misunderstood had sparked a chain of events that would change countless lives. And as for Hayes, his legacy wasn't in headlines. It was in the lives he quietly transformed, one step at a time.